we are going to rank the NFC South quarterbacks. So, of course, in the NFC South, friendly reminder to everyone, we have the Saints, Falcons, we have the Bucks, and we have the Panthers. Those quarterbacks being for the Saints, Drew Brees; for the Panthers, Teddy Bridgewater; for the Bucks, it's now Tom Brady. Still weird saying that. It's still weird seeing Tom Brady wear that red, wear that white, and wear that kind of brown, bronze, gold thing color they got going down there. I'm not too against that jersey though. I do like the look of it. I just have no idea what the hell to call that color. And then also we have Matt Ryan of the Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna go through this 4-1, and I would love to hear what you guys think too. Let us know on Twitter. Let us know in the in the ratings on iTunes. Let us know on the comments of YouTube. Let me know your top 4 because I'm really interested to see what you guys think. But number 4, we are going to have the Panthers quarterback Teddy Bridgewater. And now this is probably one of the most stacked divisions when it comes to the quarterback position. I was really sold on Teddy Bridgewater being a good football player as a starter in the NFL when he was back on the Vikings. It was devastating what happened to him, missing 2 seasons after blowing out his knee in a non-contact practice. That was heartbreaking to Vikings fans. That was heartbreaking to fans of Teddy Bridgewater. And it was just nice to be able to see when he was playing, when he played those 5 games in New Orleans, winning all 5, that, hey, this guy can still play and he can be for real, given that he had a phenomenal offense in New Orleans. But with the Carolina Panthers, I see no reason why he cannot continue that success. Although the wide receiver core may not be as good, and you're not going Michael Thomas or anything, but you have one of arguably the most dynamic player in the league in Christian McCaffrey, a guy that's been breaking records left and right his first 3 seasons, let alone the highest paid running back in the history of the league. He's for real, and he can help out any quarterback, and I guess, hell, any young quarterback. We can still call Teddy Bridgewater young, I believe. So having a guy like that, if they can get that defense going a little more, that offensive line in front of him holds up, Teddy Bridgewater can have a great season, but he's just not better than any of the other 3. Moving to 3rd place, there was a lot of debate for me on this one between 3rd and 4th, but I ended up having to go with Brady over Bridgewater. Brady comes in at the 3rd best quarterback in the division. I keep on saying this, and every time I say this, I end up being wrong, and so does most of the other people that say this. But Tom Brady has to decline eventually, right? I mean, he's like around 44 right now. I know TB12 is something phenomenal, drinking all those vegetables and doing yoga or whatever the hell he's doing is working. It's doing wonders, and he can still play. But he has a good offense around him. I'm just not sure if he'll be able to have the same amount of success as he did with Bill Belichick up in Foxborough. That's always one of my biggest things. And, Tom Brady's assistant quarterback, but that Bucs system might be able to suit him. Bruce Arians, a great offensive mind. We'll see what they can do, but Brady comes in at number 3. Now, between Drew Brees and Matt Ryan, who's number 2? Number 2 is the Atlanta Falcons quarterback, Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the entire league right now. He has MVP talent. He has MVP stats, but his team can never help him out, in lack of a better term. They can never really be there for him. They can never clutch up for him. Matt Ryan is a good quarterback. The 2 most underrated quarterbacks in the league is Matt Ryan, and it's Matt Stafford, the Mats. But Matt Ryan is not better than Drew Brees, but he's a very talented quarterback, and if they can get a good team around them, they can do a lot. Like in their playoff run in their Super Bowl run with Super Bowl 51, they had a great defense and a great offense, and he had a phenomenal season. But whether it be you blame Kyle Shanahan for bad play calling, whether you be blaming the team for just playing like crap that second half, or you just want to give it the credit to the Patriots and Bill Belichick for coming up with one of the greatest comebacks in the history of the NFL. That's up to you, but we can't deny the fact that Matt Ryan is a great quarterback, and we have to put some respect on his name. It's about damn time. So, of course, that leaves the number one spot to Drew Brees. Drew Brees is one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. We talked about that. Currently, Matt Ryan and Matt Stafford are the most underrated quarterbacks in the league. But one of the most underrated quarterbacks of all time is Drew Brees. He continually and consistently performs every season. He has the most 5,000-yard passing seasons in NFL history. He has the most passing yards in NFL history. He has the best completion percentage in NFL history. He has the most seasons with over a 70% completion percentage in NFL history. And yet, most people don't even put him top 5. It's hard to see him even crack the top 10 in some rankings. I heavily disagree with that. But Drew Brees, he still has years left with him. He can still ball out. And with that offense around him, there's no reason to not see great success from him this year. But man, that NFC South division is loaded. It's going to be a lot of fun watching that playoff race. It's going to be a lot of fun watching those divisional rivalry games. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now we get every year for at least this season. Maybe next season. Maybe a third if we're really lucky. Probably not, though, because both quarterbacks are probably going to be retired by then. But we get to see 2 games of Drew Brees versus Tom Brady, 2 of the best quarterbacks to ever do it. And if you're a fan and you can't get excited for that, I honestly don't know what the hell is wrong with you.